Her one and only is a two-timer.
I found the number in your page.
Barbara was my mom. Did you talk to her?
No, yeah, she wasn't your mama.
And while she went out with a one-woman man,
He didn't ignore me at all.
he saw his blind date twice.
Oh, that's the party you snuck off to that Friday.
After he shares a secret with a third party,
In an intimate setting, and sometimes he thinks about other women.
will these two still be one?
We won't have any intimate settings anymore.
On Change of Heart.
I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. This is the show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. Now, we're going to meet their dates a little bit later, but first, let's meet our couple. Now, they both have different stories on how they exactly met, but they do agree on where. Their eyes first locked about 8 months ago at an amusement park, and they've been on a roller coaster ride ever since. Please welcome Jonathan Griffin and Afrika King. Welcome to the show. You're here today because your relationship has been going through some ups and downs. But, Jonathan, let's start with you. Your most memorable thought about Afrika.
Thought about Afrika?
Yeah, most memorable.
Gotta been when I came over her house for dinner one night, and she kind of seduced me, had on the lingerie and everything. All the way. Candles, she had the rose petals all in the bed and everything, you know, kind of like lap dances for me, like, you know, taking them off. It's all good.
That'd be pretty memorable, absolutely. Yeah. Afrika, let me ask you, what's Jonathan's idea of a romantic date?
Well, we took a ride up to a hilltop and overlooked the city lights, and we talked, hugged, and kissed, and I thought that was real romantic.
Sounds very romantic. And how often, Afrika, do you guys have dates like that?
Not often.
Not one.
He's too lazy now.
It ain't that I'm lazy. Every time you try to take her out somewhere, she already got something to say. And I don't like all that mouth, you know what I'm saying? Be quiet sometimes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but Jonathan, she's making it sound like you really don't do anything anymore for her. Is that true?
No, I do a lot for her, just that she loses things when I take her out. I mean, I brought her a diamond ring, I brought her a gold bracelet, diamond earring. She don't have none of that.
And you just lost it?
Well, no, I didn't just lose it, no.
Do she have it on right now? Then she lost it.
Well,
it's somewhere. What happened to it, Afrika?
Well, he lost things too that I've bought him, so it doesn't. He shouldn't even brought that up.
A lot of losing going on here. Afrika, so if he doesn't take you out, what about the attention that he lavishes on you at home? Has that happened?
No, he ignores me at home. He rather.
Ain't nobody know.
No.
I don't
He
know.
watches wrestling and he makes the noises with the men, and he rather play video games.
WWF or WCW?
WCW, NWO for life, baby.
And I gotta hear puff all the time. I'm tired of hearing that.
No, I mean, the whole thing is, I come over her house and everything, and the reason I don't ignore her is just that, I can't even have no privacy to myself. She go through my pages.
Well, go home then. Don't come over just to watch.
Over to kick it.
Watch
All right, Jonathan, let me ask you this about Afrika. Does she have any kind of like weird or quirky habits?
Man, do she? I come over there, kicking in like nighttime, you know, you go to sleep and everything. She eating 12 o'clock at night, she eating pickles in the bed. She eating pickles, snacking on chip, cookie, ice cream.
So,
right in the bed.
I can afford to. I look good.
Go to sleep.
I look good. All that don't show.
Yeah, but Afrika, when you're in the bed having a buffet, that's not real romantic, is it?
Well, he's sleeping anyway, so I might as well eat.
Okay, now Afrika, you said about his pages and stuff. What about the trust factor? What's that like?
I don't trust him at all.
Not good. Why is that?
Because he's cheated on me before.
And how do you know that?
Because I have proof by
She ain't
my
got no
phone
proof.
bill. My
She ain't got no
phone
proof.
bill.
No proof.
My phone bill.
Where's the camera at? You see any camera? You see any proof?
Well, I have a phone that, and I
phone
called.
don't mean nothing. Anybody. It could be wrong number.
No,
I'm star 69 in back.
that many times,
come on now.
it's when I'm not home.
Did you see me anybody? All right, then.
I
I'm
called
innocent.
and we had conversation.
All right, Jonathan, obviously Afrika, your girlfriend here, doesn't trust you. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel awful. That's somebody that don't trust you and everything. I can't even go to the bathroom, nothing. She looking through my clothes, going through my pager and everything.
Not all the time.
It's all the time. It doesn't make no sense.
No.
What kind of relationship is that?
Right.
You don't have no
Well,
trust
you're
there.
supposed to be my man, and so I have to know everything.
Yeah, but you
You know enough.
Well, Afrika, if you can't trust Jonathan the way you feel, why are you coming on a show letting him go out on another date with somebody else?
Well, helped me to trust him more, maybe give him an opportunity and me the opportunity to see where it'll lead to.
Okay, and we'll see where it's going to lead to. Because obviously Jonathan and Afrika have a lot of things to work out here. Now, can their relationship last? When we come back, we'll meet the people that they dated and we'll find out if they're going to stay together or have a change of heart. So stay here. Jonathan and Afrika. Now, Jonathan says that Afrika is spoiled rotten, has no respect for his privacy, and eats more junk food than Jabba the Hutt. So we set him up on a blind date with a self-sufficient woman who can control her cookie consumption. Please welcome Darvina Bailey. Hi, Darvina. Nice to see you. So, Afrika, let me ask you, does it look like Darvina eats a lot of junk food?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Jonathan, when you first met Darvina, what was that like?
Man, it was the most experienced moment. I walked in the room and I seen all these young ladies sitting at the table. And man, she was just so sexy and beautiful, man. Just like silk, just melting in your hands, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. And Darvina, when you met Jonathan, how did he look to you?
Oh, he was so handsome. He had such sexy eyes and nice, sexy
He
goatee.
does. I love it too.
All right, so Jonathan, at the beginning of the date, tell us how things got started.
Well, you know, we planned to go out Saturday night, but then Friday night we talked, and then she invited me over like a get-together. So I went over there. Yeah, so I went over there, and we danced and we talked, and we got a little cozy. Then
What day?
It was like
What day was this?
Was this a private party, or was this a big party going on at the house, or what?
some friends and everything, but I was a main guest, you know what I'm saying? Because I had the main thing.
That's the party you snuck off to that Friday, huh?
Now, Afrika, where were you that
see.
Friday night?
At home.
I see.
I know now. But it's all good. I'm not worried.
All right, Jonathan, after the bash the night before, did your official date start on time? Did you get things going?
I know I didn't start on time, but I didn't mind the wait. Look at her.
She held you up a little bit, but what was she wearing when you met?
Oh, she had this nice little sexy dress on, kind of like the dress she got on right now, showing all her beautiful
Big
physique.
legs.
Sexy legs.
No, that's not sexy.
And Afrika, you get dressed like that for Jonathan sometimes?
Yeah, if he take me places, I will. It don't make no sense to
take
just
places.
be around the house like that.
She always complaining, so she always staying at home.
Right. Now, Jonathan, you said you quit giving gifts to Afrika because she loses everything. Did you bring Darvina anything?
I didn't bring her no gift, but I did bring her daughter since she's gonna be at home by herself. So, you know, obviously she going out with one of the Long Beach finest. I had to bring her daughter a nice little teddy bear and a balloon, you know, because she was gonna be at home by herself.
Oh, that was so sweet. He does that for me too. That's nothing new.
Well, that was good points for the kid. Darvina, one of the things we heard Afrika complain about was Jonathan likes to stay at home and watch wrestling. Did he do that with you, or did you go out?
We didn't have that problem at all. He had a
That
list
was only
planned,
one day.
and he had enough activities planned for like 3 or 4 dates, but we only got to do a few. But
he
we
was
didn't
with me
stay
the
at
rest
home
of
at
the
all.
days.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it was a Saturday. There was no Monday Nitro, I guess.
No.
So, what did you guys start off doing first?
We went first. Okay, we had the party on Friday, and we danced and talked a lot. And then on Saturday, he picked me up from a girlfriend's house, and we sat and we talked a little bit more. And then we went out for to eat lobster at a restaurant.
Lobster. Oh, it's kind of a sexy dinner.
It was a very romantic setting, and it was very nice.
And Jonathan, you say Afrika eats like a pig sometimes in the bed at night or whatever. How was Darvina's eating habits?
Well, she don't eat like a pig, I can tell you that, but I did enjoy feeding her lobster tails all in her mouth, you know, really. Got a nice little tongue and like lip motion, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And Darvina, while you guys were hanging out, did Jonathan bring up Afrika?
Yeah, he did. He told me that, you know, when he's with Afrika sometimes in an intimate setting, that sometimes he thinks about other women.
Oh, you do? So we won't have any intimate settings anymore.
Now, Darvina, the other thing that Afrika thought was that Jonathan's probably not too faithful. She has that fear. Any sense of that?
I guess, he could be unfaithful. I can sense that.
So was he a perfect gentleman to you on the date, at least?
He was mostly a gentleman. You know, he tries to
Mostly.
talk. Yeah, mostly. When we talked, he likes to talk sexy a lot, so he was trying to talk sexy. And the
you can't
sexy
hardly
thing
hear
didn't
him.
really work for him. Yeah, you can't really hear him. So, you know, if he just tries to be himself, that would be much better.
And Afrika, you agree with
I agree
Darvina?
with her.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, I
So
do.
Jonathan, you got to take a clue there. So were there some sparks though? Anyway, did you feel something ignite while you guys were out?
There was a lot of sparks. I mean, but being Darvina, being a lady, you know, she don't like to do that much kissing and be romantic on the first night. So, you know, we'll say that for the second date when we play that.
A second date?
Now, Afrika, what about your first date with Jonathan? Were you ladylike then and no kissing?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
She's all over me, man.
No. He was the all over one. No, him.
Now, Darvina, did you think about maybe breaking that rule just for Jonathan?
I really don't try to break that rule, but that night, you know, I was really thinking about it, and I was gonna break the rule, but I didn't.
But you held out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least you thought about it, I guess. All right, we're sharing lobster tails and some dirty dancing, enough to give Jonathan a change of heart. We're going to find that out later. Next, though, we're going to meet that man that Afrika dated, and we'll hear all about their date, so stay with us. On Jonathan's date with Darvina, and now we're going to meet the man that Afrika dated. Afrika says that Jonathan prefers watching wrestling and playing video games to spending time with her. She's also convinced that he's cheated on her. So we set her up with a studly guy who can live without Hulk Hogan and swears that he's a one-woman man. Please welcome Kwame Barlow. Jonathan, let me start with you, Jonathan. Does it look like Kwame has something that you don't have?
I thought we was playing pool. Where the 8-ball at?
Kwame, let me ask you what you first thought when you met Afrika.
Well, when I first met Afrika, I thought she was a cutie. So I figured, you know, I don't know what Jonathan, right? Jonathan was tripping about, you know. So, I figured I'd hold on to it.
Afrika, how did Kwame show up for your date?
Well, when I first seen him, it was kind of, the way he dressed, he had on the sweats and tennis shoes, that kind of threw me off.
Man, huh?
But other than that, I thought he was
real, you know.
very handsome and muscular body.
And Kwame, you're going on a blind date with somebody. What's with the sweatpants?
Well, I was running late, and it was kind of like a quick improvisation situation, whatever.
I see.
So,
Just throw something on. And Afrika,
throw
you guys
something on
didn't,
real quick.
You didn't go to the gym, did you?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Where did you guys end up going?
We went to a bar, a classy bar in Hollywood, and had margaritas. We drank margaritas, and we talked, and he has good conversation, and we had a wonderful time.
And Kwame, what was the atmosphere like at this place?
It looked like, it felt like we was a couple because the atmosphere was cool, and I think everybody was kind of like responding to how we were feeling about it.
Now, Kwame, one of the things Jonathan said was that Afrika's only happy when he's buying her expensive jewelry and stuff. Did you sense that at all?
Oh, not even close. Nah. She was cool. Matter of fact, I bought a rose, and
What?
yeah, just one, man. And she was feeling it. She was feeling it. She totally she was
It was
with
just
that.
like the spur of the moment. And
Yeah, it was like, hey,
spare.
I
spur
can
of the
do
moment
something
kind
for
of
you.
thing. I like those kind of
Gym
things.
sweats on. This is a spare, huh? That's what he is, a
Something,
spare.
as long as it works,
So, Afrika, when you
tripping.
guys were hanging out, was he complimenting you? Was he talking about
Yeah,
you?
he always, like, a million times he told me how beautiful I was, and he didn't
know
expect
that.
me to be
Yeah, we know.
so beautiful. So, and he didn't ignore me at all, like Jonathan.
It's all good, baby.
Now, Jonathan, you notice how far a compliment can get you sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So you got to keep that in mind.
I ain't tripping off of that.
Okay.
Yeah, spare. Remember that. Spare the moment.
Kwame, after the bar, what'd you guys end up doing?
I was real hungry. I was real hungry, and I asked Afrika if she was hungry as well, and she said she was. So we decided to go get something to eat. And we ended up talking, for like hours. Which was cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
And Afrika, was there any problem keeping that conversation going that long?
No, we had a nice conversation. We always had you know, good conversation, and over dinner with Jonathan, he likes to eat first and then talk in the car kind of thing. So we had a nice long talk and good dinner.
Yeah. Now, Darvina, while you guys were, you know, hanging out and he was feeding you lobster, did you have some conversation too?
We had a lot of conversation. We talked for hours at a time. We talked on the phone before. During dinner, after dinner, before dinner.
Kwame, did you make some other plans with Afrika for maybe another go-round or what?
Well, like, you know, we were talking for a while, like I said, and she was saying how she never really gets to go out. You know, the relationship she was in, she has a hard time doing things that she considers fun. And I'm from New York, so, like, you know, I was thinking about, you know, I'm from Harlem, so I'm thinking about, you know, different things I could do as far as New York was concerned, plays, museums, different clubs. So I was thinking about, you know.
So were you talking about taking her to New York?
Yeah, to see some other things that, you know, sometimes people don't get a chance to see.
I don't want to get robbed out there. Don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, Jonathan, would you do that? Would you take Afrika to New York and show her around?
Ain't going nowhere. Staying out here, man.
Oh, now.
Just asking.
Now I get attention.
And Afrika, what about like personal goals? Did you talk about those kind of things with Kwame?
Yeah, we had a lot of things in common. His mother is a nurse, and I'm in nursing school, you know, and Jonathan, he calls me a wannabe nurse. So he didn't call me anything like that. You know?
Wannabe? Kwame, would you say Afrika's the kind of girl you'd like to take home to mom?
I would have no problem whatsoever, you know, taking her to my mom. She has good home values, you know what I mean? Like, she understood certain things. You know, I would have no problem whatsoever, you know, bringing her home to my mom. I think my mom would be proud to meet her, you know?
And Afrika, one of the other issues you had was that you didn't trust Jonathan. Does Kwame seem different that way, that you could trust him?
No, I mean, we had talk about, you know, him trying to meet the right person and settling down. So I don't think that he would be that kind of
They gonna keep on trying to meet that person. You ain't met nobody.
But once he find the right person, I don't think he'd
once he find that right
so
person.
Kwame, it sounds like you guys had a good time together. Was it tough saying goodbye or goodnight at the end of the date?
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, Afrika was a cutie, so I was like, you know.
Yeah, we know that.
I was thinking, exactly, you know, so I was thinking about, you know, kissing something, you know what I mean? So, like, I didn't want it to end.
No
I wanted to see what was going on, you know. So that was about it.
All right, now, Kwame, one of the things we heard from these two, they had like a two-part date. Did that thought occur to you that maybe add some more to it?
Sure, you know, I definitely was thinking about, you know, like, how much money I brought with me, you know, like, maybe we can go see one of the fancy hotels or something like that, you know. Something we could do to, you know, I guess just lengthen out.
Like getting a room or something?
Getting a nice suite or something like that, maybe a little balcony. Something like that, king size.
Yeah.
What's
You
up?
gotta buy the rest of the flowers before you do all that. You wanna buy one flower.
All right, will Jonathan and Afrika have a change of heart, or are they going to stay together? That's our last question. And during the break, they have to make that decision. We'll find out what they decided when we come right back. A moment of truth, because during the break, Jonathan and Afrika each made that final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Now, you guys came on the show because Afrika, you didn't know if you could trust Jonathan, and you thought dating outside the relationship would be a good test. So that's what we wanted to do. And Jonathan, you said you wanted to date somebody that was going to respect your privacy a lot more, somebody that wasn't be so spoiled, and wasn't going to be eating junk food in the bed at midnight all night. So there you were with Darvina. You guys went to you went to the party at her house, did some sexy dancing the night before. Then you had your real date. You were feeding her lobster, and you guys were getting along pretty well. It is your decision, though. Stay together or change of heart. What do you say?
Well, it's a shame that I've been knowing you this long. You don't trust me, and that kind of breaks my heart right there. But I had a nice date with you. You real sexy. You everything a man want in a woman. Yeah. But I kind of feel something left right here because I didn't gain that trust. So I want to stay and gain that trust.
Yeah. Jonathan, stay together. Darvina, sorry things didn't work out for you. Okay. Afrika, now it's your turn. Now, you said you wanted somebody that was going to be more attentive to you, somebody that was going to take you out more and treat you good, and somebody that was going to be faithful that you could actually trust. So those were some of the issues that you had. Now, you were out with Kwame. You guys, you had some margaritas. You were hanging out and hours of conversation. You start talking about going to New York maybe, doing a little road trip or something. So it sounded like it was pretty good, but Jonathan does want to stick it out. What do you say?
Well, I did have a nice time with you, Kwame, and he listened to me, and we just had a nice conversation, and I really enjoyed myself. And it felt good to go out with somebody else that just really paid attention to me. And I came on the show to see, you know, where the trust would end, and he didn't really do too much to make me believe that he would, you know,
Mess it all up.
yeah. So I think I'm gonna stay together.
Stay together. Okay. Kwame, sorry things didn't work out for you. And it's nice to see that you guys came on the show, and hopefully it helped you learn you can actually trust each other, and good luck in the future. That is our show for today. Good luck to Jonathan and Afrika, and thanks to Darvina and Kwame for being here. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.